dumped in front of us. To like, this is the real stuff. This is the bolts, nuts and bolts of what it is, and we kind of knew it. And
No, I think everybody's journey is like individual because you gotta think about like who your parents are, who if you have older siblings, if you have older cousins,
Yeah.
if you live with parties around you, if you live in the city, if you live in the suburbs, live in a small community. So it depends on how you experienced it. But eventually you got to the music that you liked or you found that was quality. I remember when trance came out and people was playing the after hours, I was upset every time I would go. I was like, man, this is terrible. And I would just leave every time. So I just saying like I remember discovering French house, like disco dubs and stuff, and like
Right.
it was great. And then I from there, first it was like ghetto tracks. Like when I first started listening to stuff, like dance music, ghetto tracks. Then it went to like disco, French disco dubs. Then I got into like Chicago, like deep house and it's like acid tracks and stuff. And then it just like kept expanding. Then I started going back and people was like, oh, listen to this, listen to disco. And I started listening to old people mixes. That I learned about Frankie Knuckles and Ron Hardy and the difference between these two people, listen to their sets. Then all the people who were DJs that I grew up with, and then how we start smoking weed, and then everybody who smoked weed was
Wait, time
DJ.